It was so much adrenaline going through my head. There was the crowd of like, I don't even know how many people, like hundreds. But I was just in the spotlight and it was just so crazy to have all that happen to me all at once.
I've always liked the idea of being good at one thing. Like being really good at something. Now it's kind of cool. I get to, tell my friends or my coworkers or new people I meet, like, hey, I'm one of the best Dance Dance Revolution players in the world.
I've been playing DDR since I was 13. My neighbor had it and I was over at her house and we played it one time and I got the game and then I pretty much was playing every day after that.
Oh wow, that was terrible.
There's something about the rhythm, keeping exactly in the rhythm. It kind of gets me going, like, I don't know. And then the other thing is just the competitive aspect. I noticed that I was getting better at such a fast rate that I was like, oh my God, like I feel like I'm actually really good and I could actually go somewhere with this.
All right, do a backflip. Do a barrel roll. Yeah!
I've been playing DDR since November 3rd, 2003. I know the exact date because I found my GameStop receipt of me buying DDR Max 2 for the PlayStation 2. I saw some people play at the arcade at some point and I was like, that's neat. It's totally different than anything I'd ever seen before. I always think back to playing in my basement. I couldn't, like if I was having a bad day or something, I'd play DDR and a smile would just come on my face. Like it was just, I could not be sad playing this amazing game. So it's totally life-changing for me.
Yay!
When DDR Ace was released, I knew that the DDR community in America was kickstarted immediately. It was such a good game. It was such an improvement onto the previous DDR mixes.
We had gotten so many releases of DDR that were not so great.
They were bootleg hacked mixes or, it was never officially released in the US. We weren't really connected with the rest of the world.
And so hearing that we'd get DDR Ace, it's like, okay, like what's the catch?
Everyone was like, yeah, okay, that's a pipe dream. And then the game came, and the pads were fine, and the monitor was fine, and we're online, and we have all the songs and we're connected with everybody. It was like, wait a second, do we actually have DDR now? It's like we're having a dance game renaissance in America right now.
And then they announced KAC, and I was like, oh my God, like this is my chance to prove that I can be an international DDR champion. And then ever since they announced that, I was training to get the highest score in the qualifiers and then eventually to win the tournament.
It's about 4:30 in the morning on February 8th, and I'm about to head to the airport to fly to KAC. I'm tired. Let's do it. Yep, you got it.
There was a qualifying period between December and January, and basically they released these 2 sets of 3 songs.
The sum of your scores were sent to the server, and you could play them as many times as you wanted.
The top 2 from each region gets flown out to Tokyo for the event. Plus the 1 wild card, the highest 3rd place score from the 3 regions, and so there were 7 finalists total.
It was really awesome knowing that I was going to not only get to go, but all my friends that I've met across Japan were all going to be in the same building for at least one day.
Getting to play with all the Japanese players the night before was definitely a highlight of the whole trip. I was very excited to meet Brosoni. He's the best player in Japan. Fifem's the best player in Korea. They were like really hype exhibition matches that I'll never forget.
After playing with Fifem, how are you feeling?
I think it's going to be a really close game, actually. Yeah. It's not going to be easy to win. That's for sure.
Chris, what do you got there?
Finalist badge.
Oh man.
JPO badge.
Oh man.
Finalist shirt.
Oh man.
2 things I need to remember. Don't ever quit, and it's just me against myself.
Warming up was kind of an issue. We had to improvise, running up and down the stairs.
Chris and Hudson were like using the stairway railing as a bar, because Chris memorizes everything. I was thinking a lot about the semifinals, just didn't even know if I would make it out of the semifinals.
Diplo Machine Evolution Challenge!
The semifinals was 4 players, there were 2 songs. I think it'll go down in like my lifetime as like the craziest thing I'll ever do on stage in a tournament setting. PFC is a perfect full combo. It means getting every note judgment as either marvelous or perfect. That was pretty cool.
We got a really good score on it, like higher than like anyone else has gotten. And he did it on command, like in a tournament. And so everyone was just going nuts.
Everyone was just like hands up in the air, just like thrilled. Because that's the first time anyone's PFC'd a song in KSC.
Apparently it's trending on Twitter and people are talking about it like crazy. Like, it's really surreal. DDR doesn't get this kind of love in the States. And so it's so cool to be in like the mecca of DDR. It's crazy.
I've been playing DDR since I was 13, and no matter what the result of this tournament will be, it's my dream come true to compete internationally with all the best players in the world. So win or lose, my dream came true. So I can leave her happy, no matter what.
Chris Paul Live!
It was so much adrenaline going through my head. There was the crowd of like, I don't even know how many people, like hundreds, but I was just in the spotlight and it was just so crazy. And I was like, okay, I need to beat the Femmes by at least 35 points on my song pick. And I think I can do this. This is what I've been training for. This is my song pick. When I finished it, I had forgotten what I needed to get in order to win. I had so much anxiety about like, did I win? Did I do it? So I actually went into the results of the tournament not knowing if I had won. leaderboard showed my name as first place. It was a dream come true.
I just want to say that it's always been my dream to be an international DDR champion ever since I was 13. I'm taking the title back to America.
I don't even think it's truly sunken in yet. Oh man, I got back to my hotel room and I was just laying there like this is it. Like it happened. Like I finally won, and it's just so amazing.
I've always liked the idea of being good at one thing, like being really good at something. And now it's kind of cool. I get to, tell my friends or my coworkers or new people I meet, like, hey, I'm one of the best Dance Dance Revolution players in the world. And it's always like, it's a wonderful icebreaker, a nice conversation starter. We all had a great time. And coming back to America and seeing all the hype that this has generated, I want to see more people in arcades. I want to see this really grow because there's so many fans of gaming and esports now. Like, this could be the next biggest thing.
Here we are walking through Tokyo.
Tokyo! DDR player!